All right, welcome to the Warden Ziegler channel. Today we're going to react to the truth about the foreign cargo ship Baltimore Key Bridge collusion. If you saw it, I think it was maybe a couple days ago, maybe last week. The cargo ship just hit a big Baltimore bridge. I think I can pull the clip. If I can pull it out, let me see if I'll pull it up. Let me see. Can I pull this up right now or no? And then just stop this share. All right, here we go. I'll play the clip right now. This is our audio, but here we are, right here. Go. Shout out to Twitter or X, whatever you want to say it. And can I speed this up or no? You see how the ship comes in from the back, the recovery, then fixed smoke, power loss, and then boom. Well, not boom, but too late. And then there you go. Whole ship falls, and it does look very suspicious, as the video points it out. Look at the power loss, the first one, then the again power loss again, then the recovery, and then the fixed smoke already appearing, and then the fire loss the second time, recovery, and then the collapse happened. So you can say whatever you want to say about it. It does look very suspicious, I'll tell you that much. So without further ado, let's react to this video.
There's so much controversy around it because allegedly, and I think it was a hoax. It was a boxer that made mention on the same day that this happened, said that there was going to be a catastrophe in Baltimore. I don't know if that tweet was verified or not, but somebody had made mention. It's the boxer that's like going crazy and they think he's high on drugs. He said the Illuminati is raping him and stuff. And so he made a post, and I saw it on somewhere, but I can't find the post, that he predicted that on that day,
He's so Ryan
something like that, that a catastrophic event was going to happen in Baltimore.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't want to pull that up.
Now, if it's verified, that's strange. How did he know?
Oh,
Others say that it's kind of ironic that the ship hit probably the only location that can take down a mass amount of that entire area. If it had gone through and hit in the middle and didn't knock down the pillar, the bridge may not have collapsed the way it did, but the tanker ended up running directly into a pillar. And another thing, and I'm gonna play the news clip for the updates. And another thing is that Joe Biden has now come out on television and made mention that he's gonna pay for it. That the United States government is gonna pay for it.
It's my intention that the federal government will pay for the entire cost of reconstructing that bridge. And I expect the Congress to support my effort. This is gonna take some time. The people of Baltimore can count on us, though, to stick with them at every step of the way until the port is reopened and the bridge is rebuilt. You know, we're not leaving until this job gets done.
Man, this guy's so
not leaving until then. So I just want to say God bless everybody who everyone harmed this morning and their families, and may God bless the first responders, many of whom risking their lives. And the reason I'm not going to take a lot of questions, there's remaining issues that are open that we got to determine what's going to happen in terms of the rescue mission and the like. But
do you plan to go to Baltimore, sir? And if so, how quickly?
I do, and as quickly as I can.
You said the federal government's also going to pay for the repairs. I'm just curious. This was a ship that appears to be at fault. Is there any reason to believe that the company behind the ship should be held responsible? And then also, you mentioned
could be, but we're not going to wait for that to happen. We're going to
yeah, it's a big
bridge rebuilt.
Now, let me tell you why I think that's not reasonable that the United States government pays for this.
Foreign ship.
It's simply because it's the cargo ship's fault. They were at fault. These ships have insurance that will protect them from damage and other stuff, or if they lose cargo. Hundreds of millions of dollars probably worth of insurance.
Very true, yeah.
And Biden is saying, well, we're not going to wait for that to happen. Bro, you can't just be using federal tax dollars that we contribute to deal with some issue that happened in Baltimore, Maryland.
That's not even our fault, mind you.
Pays for it, they have to pay the government back.
Person who ever made the
you
cargo
can't just
ship
absolve the company
and the driver or whatever
from a mistake that they made, causing an entire bridge to collapse. The insurance company don't have to pay nothing. Well, I tell you what, next time I get a wreck in my car, Even if it was my fault, if I call a pile up and a bunch of people get hurt, the government need to fix it. Because the street need to be reopened. Let the state fix it. Now they're going to hit my insurance, and they probably cancel my insurance. This video is brought to you by Ground.News, brought to you by Ground.News.
All right, Ground.News. Let's do it.
One thing I love about Ground.News is they support
Ground.News is the best news
channels like mine.
I use it myself
expected
as well.
back in the water, searching after that cargo ship crashed into the Francis Scott Key Bridge, causing its shocking collapse.
Let me just tell y'all this, too. I'm trying to figure out why would people be in the water. The ship hit this thing. If you were like back here on the ship, you'd be good. Why would you have to jump out the ship in the water? Not unless the people are at the front. But you would think they would have life vests and they would just jump out way back here before it ever hit the. How did they end up jumping off this thing? You know what's weird is I hope that nothing comes out where
it looks very weird.
That nothing comes out where it
does look weird.
These people had like secrets to the government or something. I hope the guy ain't like that. Road clip.
Divers are expected back in the water, searching after that cargo ship crashed into the Francis Scott Key Bridge, causing its shocking collapse. And as authorities look for answers, the Wall Street Journal, citing people familiar with the probe, say investigators are looking into contaminated fuel among other leads, and whether or not it played a role in the giant ship losing power and losing control. Officials announcing overnight the search and rescue operation for 6 missing construction workers is now a recovery mission.
That at this point, we do not believe that we're going to find any of these individuals still alive.
The wife of construction worker Miguel Luna telling our sister station Telemundo he was working on the bridge at the time, and she has not heard anything about his whereabouts.
Okay, so that put it in perspective. Maybe people on the bridge, when it collapsed, they're gone.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Maybe they didn't have enough time to get off of the bridge. Maybe that's what happened. The people on a cargo ship, it didn't seem like they would be the ones jumping off into the water. It would be people that were on the bridge. That makes sense.
Luna, a father of 6 from El Salvador, posting a gender reveal of a grandchild just this month. The Mexican embassy in the U.S. saying the construction workers included people from Mexico, Guatemala, and El Salvador.
The whole bridge just fell down.
A live stream capturing the nightmarish moments of the collision. At 1:24 a.m., you can see the ship's lights turn off. They came back on a minute later as dark smoke started billowing. At 1:26 a.m., the lights go out again. 2 minutes later, the ship collides with the bridge. We flew overhead, witnessing the full scope of the destruction. As we get in closer, you're struck by how this bridge, something that appears to be sturdy with concrete and steel and pilings, can now look like this, all of it gone or wrapped around the...
You know, that's the scariest thing in the world, to be on a bridge like that when it collapses.
Yeah, it's like, wow.
You're talking about a roller coaster, adrenaline rush like never before.
You just fell in the water.
That is insane. I do that all the time. I drive across stuff and I'm like, man, if this thing just come crashing down, what does that feel like? I don't want to ever find out.
The cargo vessel that crashed into it. The vessel, identified as the Singapore flag container ship Dali, was headed to Sri Lanka. The ship's operator, Synergy, says all crew members have been accounted for and that it's cooperating with the investigation. The crew aboard the ship sending a mayday call just before striking the bridge.
Hold all traffic on the Key Bridge. There's a ship approaching. It just lost their steering. So until you get that under control, we got to stop all traffic.
That signal giving authorities just enough time to close the bridge to traffic, likely saving lives. Sean Jackson actually loaded up the ship that crashed into the bridge. Did you notice anything strange yesterday?
No, I did not. Just a regular day. You know, I would have never thought in a million years that would happen.
Now, as for the missing, the Coast Guard says they still have not located the people who likely lost their lives in this disaster, but they're not going to stop searching for them. They are up against some very big odds, including little to no visibility in the river just behind me, plus that bridge debris that could injure them or breach their diving gear.
So I guess as time goes along, it'll be unveiled as to the extent of what happened it's very unfortunate, you know, that people lose their lives doing this. It's an accident from what it looked like, and I don't think anybody's responsible. But the conspiracy theories are out there, and I wonder, is any of it true? You know, what are the odds in a million years this ship loses power right at the time where it hit this bridge and knocked the whole thing down? And you know, the president of the United States talking about we gonna pay for it.
Yeah, so that's the
You know,
real conspiracy. What are the odds that a ship not only falls, but the president's going to pay for a bridge that fell? I mean, that's not a common thing whatsoever. I mean, maybe you could find some type of graph, whatever, but like, when has a bridge fall, and now the federal government's going to pay for it instead of the people being held responsible or the company? So that is very suspicious and
just
not
it's
a common
insane.
thing out
But
there.
anyway, I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.
All right. Thanks for watching the video. If you like, subscribe, do the whole thing, share it as well. And I'll catch you tomorrow. Let's do it.